Because you said something about PDP. I know there was a time you were in the G-5, and that G-5 actually supported the president. What happened concerning your relationship between the president and your friend in Wike? What happened? Because at some point everybody thought it was all rosy, and then now it went haywire.
Okay. I contested the election for the first time in 2007 to go to the Senate here in Oyo State. And, well, I lost. I contested under AMPP. I was in PDP with Babaladoja. You remember his impeachment and all of that, all the shenanigans that happened within that period. So it wasn't possible. The PDP franchise was handed over to Babadi Dibu. And me as a person, as a 39-year-old, trying to, get into politics for the first time. I didn't like that brand of politics. And I said I wasn't going to be involved with that brand of politics. That was why I contested under AMPP. But ab initio, my first outing in politics, I joined PDP. So we lost. We came back 2011 in PDP again. They didn't even allow me to go past the party primaries. So I lost. And then I said, look, I've been dealing with people here. I think since I've lost twice at the senatorial level, let me move up to, let me promote myself to the governorship level. So I contested in 2015 to be the governor of the state. Again, I lost. But my point is, in all of this journey, I never interacted or went to Bodilon. No. I held my own. Whatever I couldn't get, through the people of Oyo State, I don't believe in godfatherism in politics, so I didn't go. I stayed here, but 2019, the people of Oyo State decided. Did they decide because there was influence of anybody from Bodilon or from outside of the state? The answer is no. So, 2023, we felt that, look, after 8 years of President Buhari from the north, the presidency should come to the south. And I need to also say this, I don't believe that will be a permanent arrangement in Nigeria. I believe Nigeria will get to a point where, if you like, two Ibibios people can be president and vice president, in as much as they are qualified, and we have strong institutions that will ensure that they do what is right for the people of Nigeria. So we felt, look, presidency should come to the south. And within my party, Wike was contesting. I supported him. He lost at the primaries. And then Waziri, former vice president, won from the north against, what we were thinking. But I said, look, if our party has selected somebody from the north, then we should sit down and decide, how is this thing going to work? He came to Ibadan. We were at Ogunlesi Hall out there, and we mentioned to him that, look, you are the candidate of the party. You're from the northeast. Iyochia Ayu, the candidate, the national chairman of the party from North Central. And in that meeting, we were facing the press. I didn't tell him this, in the conference of the government house. No. I said, look, this is Governor Tambuwa. As of that time, he was the chairman of PDP Governors Forum. I said intelligence indicated that you will appoint him as the DG of this campaign. He's from the Northwest. So what are we supposed to use to campaign, convince people? Because politics is a game of numbers. So we couldn't reach any agreement. We met with him in London, and we said, look, for me, the only thing I said to him in London was, allow us to go and remove Iyorchia Ayu, and then make Arapaja, the acting chairman, because he was deputy national chairman, South, at that time. Make Arapaja the chairman. He will be at the table when you're all talking and deciding. So in London, I said, just agree with us there and then to go and remove Ayu. How we do it, don't even bother about it. He said, well, we should give him 1 week. He came back to Nigeria, and then the famous statement that, well, these small boys, we have moved on. Okay, so if you've moved on, what will I do? We have to do something. That is politics. So we couldn't reach that agreement. And it wasn't Wike that guaranteed the president before me, because I never dealt with them. I've never had any political dealings with them up until that point. Someone else did. I said, okay, fine. If this is what we will do, we'll support you. But even as a candidate, I must have mentioned it more than maybe 3-4 times, that our expectation would be a government of national unity, a government of national competence, where you can start the process of resetting this country. But is it what we are seeing right now? Is it a government of national competence? Is it a government of national unity? The answer is no. When the president said, look, nominate somebody who may be appointed as the minister, I said, sir, what position do you want to give to us? Then he said, I'm looking for a developmental economist who can be the Minister of Budget and Economic Planning. I said, okay. I will look for somebody that fits that bill. And I sent somebody's name, who is Oyo State indigene, and I sent it to him. The individual wasn't selected. Rather, they selected the current Minister of Power. He wasn't taken to Ministry of Budget and Economic Planning. He was taken to Ministry of Power. A subsequent meeting with the president, he said, Sheyi, I think I must have gone to him to seek for approval for the upgrade of Ibadan Airport. He said, I will sign it for you. I'll give my nod. But, oh, sit down. What's happening politically? I heard you're upset because you were not, your nominee was not given the ministerial slot. I said, sir, in Yoruba land, if you don't want the pregnancy to be aborted, you won't want the baby to die. Because it's easier to abort a pregnancy than, to kill a baby. I said, you will decide at the end of the day, who you want to work with. We can only suggest people. But if you know people that fit, your bill about the kind of individual you want in your cabinet, we are just to support you. However, let me say this. If you've selected the Minister of Power because you want him to help you organize APC in Oyo State. He doesn't have the capacity. I told the president. He said, no, Sheyi, it's you that I want to help me organize APC in Oyo State. I said, no, sir, I can never help you organize APC in Oyo State because I am of the PDP. So, if we have a government of national unity, a government of national competence, you know, we will have been in a very different environment right now.